Anytime. Welcome to War Commander Unshackled. Today, we are charging into chaos. And so today, with us on the panel, we've got, starting from left to right, we've got TJ Lawrence, Lady Warrior, Godscope, Cadis, Anton, and then, of course, Daba Phoenix. As we all know by now, Shadow Killer has... Let me YouTube. There we go. Anyways, as we all now know, Shadow Killer has left War Commander. And it is a sad day for us in War Commander history. But as he said, the show will continue. And so he will either host them until he can find a suitable replacement. Or I will, or Dr. Phil will, or we'll keep them going for you guys. So that being said, we're going to do a tips and tricks show as well. Now, Cadis has to leave here real quick, so he's showing you how to do a Highway Zealot 90. So I'll go ahead and start that while I let everybody know what I was doing. So I posted on the Unshackled page and then forums and a few other pages. What bases are people having trouble with? Because I've heard a lot of people complaining about the event, how hard it is, how you have to be a coiner, you need Omega units, and yada, yada, yada. And so today, we've assembled as a panel to try to show that these bases can be done. You don't need the max units. You can do these bases just being strategic with units that you have. So Purifiers and Vindicators are awesome units for this event. And while he does this base, I want to ask you guys how you guys, and what is up, welcome Hulk Smash. Why did I forget your name?
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, Hulk?
I won't be on till the beginning of July, just so you all know. As computers bollocks, and I got other things as well.
Unless you've been around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how's the event going? Even though I'm missing it right now.
Oh, that's what I was just getting ready. So let's start from left to right. TJ, how's your event going so far, and how would you rate it from 1 to 10?
So far, it's been going well. I'm just done doing the second run over. I think they reduced XP payouts, but there were some glitches about getting a second token for my the same faction tracks, which kind of sucked. But I would give it a solid 8. I think it's not that hard. And you have different factions to choose from.
All right, so that's an 8. Awesome. Yeah, they did reduce the amount of XP that we get total, but they also reduced us by like 3 waves. And so, yeah, it's kind of a bummer that you don't get the 300k until you get the token. But
some people aren't even getting that.
Yeah, but at least you're getting I mean, think of it as they're giving you a free 800k that you can then use on a hero. A free hero. So now next on the panel is Lady Warrior. What are your thoughts? How do you rate the event? Good, bad, whatever, 1 to 10.
I'll give it a 7. Honestly, the only base that really has cost me a lot of time and a lot of repair has been the 100. I've already finished one time through and have 1 hero, and I'm sitting at almost 1.4 million XP now, and I'm on the 105 for the Corpus faction to finish my second one. Lots of PKs. Herald has been. I've used the heck out of my Herald.
I think we all have.
Yeah, I mean they and I hate if Kix is even going to be listening to this and hear this, but. A lot of these bases, if you have Herald, you're good to go. Unless it's got floaters that you can't get to with that, drop your Herald in and go. I've done a lot of the higher end bases with just Herald.
Oh, I just saw maintenance pop up. I think they're going to change it.
You
the
made
game's
me
going
look
down in
too.
4 minutes.
Yeah. No, you made me look too to see if there was something up there. Y'all are wrong.
Like I love that base where Sentinel one where it's got the disruptors in the front and I kill everything in the base and there's just one floating thing and I'm like, really?
Yep.
All right, Gutscope, what do you think of the event? What do you like, dislike about it, and what do you rate it?
Shit. Actually, no, it's not that bad.
Care to elaborate?
Well, I've been looking on the forums, and I'm not experiencing the problems that 90% of the players are complaining about lag, stuff like that. My event has ran cleaner than I can remember. Like, I haven't. The only time I've ever disconnected or anything was when I was doing the 100 base, and even then, it was right at the end of the attack, so I didn't lose anything. So for the lag aspect, it's been the difficulty after a couple of tweaks on the Mission 21 defense. That became very easy because the AI in the Herald is awesome. So that wasn't too bad.
Yep.
I've heard a lot of people in my team that I'm in, along with all over War Commander, that have had this happen where they complete a faction track, they get the token, and then they redo that same faction track, and then instead of getting the 300,000 XP boost, they get another token, but then it doesn't let them use the other token because it's a glitch. So that, I hope, gets fixed really soon because I'm on my way to restart and do Sentinels again so I can get more XP. The attack waves, if you know what your units can do, they're not difficult. Like, of course, you're gonna well,
They're doable.
you take damage. Yeah, you take some damage, especially if you know what your units can do. You can really, really, really minimize how much repair time you have. But there are some bases out there that are designed to 100 to give you a decent or an unacceptable amount of repair in my eyes.
There we go.
But other than that, like if you use your units and you've used them for a while, like for me, I've used Vindicators since they came out. I know how they work. I know how to use them, and they make it fun to do. Like to me, this event, the attacks have been fun. I haven't done any of the other factions yet. I've only done the Sentinels, and the Sentinel bases were fun to do. I'd probably give it, as of now, with the bugs and everything that they need to fix, I'd give it maybe a 6.5 or a 7. If they fix some of the bugs that are happening, then I'd probably jump it up to about a 9.
9. Wow, that's impressive. All right. So I guess we got. What's his name? Cadis, you're up.
Event for me.
Can you attack and multitask and talk at the same time?
I can try my best.
Awesome.
Event for me has. Events for me most of the time have always run smoothly. I'm normally not the one who's experienced most of the bugs that most people have. Of course I'll get the lags, I'll get the disconnects. We all do. It's never been like the whole thing of why the events have been shitty. The whole thing of the events is the Kitsai try is too hard. That's how I see it. I find Kitsai, whenever they do these events, they try too hard. They make it's either too easy or it's too hard. There's never any in between ground with them. And we have agreed before that some events have had acceptable amount of damage no matter what base there is, and other bases have had
unacceptable.
I'm not even gonna say the amount of damage I've taken in some events before. That it's crazy in how they decide on what bases get what type of fucking units. Like Survivor track for me has been hell. Granted, I don't use hammers. I've never upgraded hammers. If I actually did upgrade hammers, it might have been acceptable damage for me. But people who just have liberators, it's impossible for them to even get past the Corpus what 80 with the phalanx, because the phalanx will spawn the little drones, one hit you, all that type of shit. And that's crazy.
I'm on Survivor, the last mission, and yeah, it's a bit rough.
Yeah, Spartans, DPs, phalanx, Spartans that keep spawning.
Railgun.
Railgun, Overwatch, Railgun screws over the the hammers. Overwatch screws in the Liberators. I mean, you can't win.
You could just kind of play rock paper scissors with Liberators and hammers, but still, like, you're gonna take some damage on that 105.
You're gonna take damage on just about every single one of them. It's just a matter of fact of how much damage you want to do and how much you want to prepare for either side.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to prepare for the Liberator side, your hammer side is gonna lack. Like me, my hammers are level 2. I used Roland because that's all I could use for hammers. That was even remotely acceptable.
Come on. Yep, and I've never made a single hammer, but my Roland is just gonna have to work.
Roland with my gold war paint that I got during the invasion. I mean, that's the only thing that ever saved me in that 105 base. I would not have gotten Weaver without him.
Oh, nice. There we go.
And there goes the 90.
Sweet.
Good work.
Good work,
job.
Nicely done.
And
where he used Juggernaut, he could have
was, of course, Elite Jug could have worked. Of course, I have Omega. I can't please everyone with that. Come on now. I used my Jug. I used Sunder for the infantry, and whatever else came at it. I used my SF for the war horses. Yes, I still use SF.
They're still good.
Yeah, they're still good. I still have charged ordnance on them, which shocks the war horses. And then I used Ardra just to tank the first few incoming units. Purifiers could have done it on its own if you have level 5 or plus purifiers with armor tech on them. I mean, it's nothing special. And all in all, this is probably going to cost me about 45 minutes repair.
All right, and where he used Juggernaut, you guys, if you're careful, you can use Vindicators or Sunder.
Yeah,
I never.
Definitely speeds it up.
No, I never used my Vindicators. I've never built a single one. Well, I've built them before, but I've only built them just to stock up on Thor whenever I'm full. No.
Dude, you're missing out on the Vindicators are amazing.
Especially if you can get the
Vindicators are the sole reason.
If you can get the tech that does 200% damage to vehicles, they are absolutely nasty.
Oh yeah.
Well, considering that Sunder doesn't even have a tech right now, like they glitched with Sunder, and he doesn't even have a workshop right now.
I don't think any of the new heroes do they?
No, Nyx and Weaver have workshops, but Sunder doesn't because they fucked up.
That's why I couldn't workshop mine yesterday when I opened it, because that was my first one I opened. I wasn't paying attention. I just did it.
Public service announcement. That's going to be fixed according to the poll. According to a forum thread, it's going to be fixed the Wednesday this week.
Forum thread.
So, or like some Wednesday update. I doubt they would update mid-event. That'd be cool if they did, but yeah. So just keep an eye on the forums for that.
Let me pull up the forum thread real quick, just so people can see. It says right here, CM Sulaco, to my knowledge, only Sunder is the only hero that is bugged right now. The WC team was notified about him and not being able to equip tech yesterday, and they're working on a fix. You scroll down, here's Wrong Thinker. The fix for Sunder will go out in next week's release. He is definitely supposed to have a schematic and will be able to use all Vindicator tech. Apologies for the inconvenience.
So hey, at least he's apologizing. You know, that's pretty cool. About
but that will give him the same range as Jericho with the max range with 100 plus.
Yeah. Yep, correct. That's one of the main reasons I like Vindicators is because they got the 575 range if you put the tech, or you can make them damage vehicles, so they're pretty much like really versatile. Like I was saying, they're the only reason I've gotten gold in Onslaught. Or Invasion rather. It's because they destroy They destroy vehicles like very, very good.
Yeah, they do.
What's your name, man? Anton, how was your event experience? What would you rate it? And good, bad things about it.
I find the event was quite good. I give it a 7. The only reason I don't give it a higher mark on that is just a few bugs that people have mentioned and that there, and the Omega Herald bases. The Herald is bugged as well. It's quite difficult, them bases. And I just found it more DCs this event than I did the last one, but a good challenge. I'm on to nearly finished my 3rd wave now.
There you go. So you're on your 3rd wave, and so you gave it.
The Sentinel seemed to be by far the easiest. Survivors was quite difficult, so it was. I'm a level 45, and I found that a big challenge. But a good all-round event there, and that. But for the lower levels, I find it you need top-ranked units. You need level 10s and everything, so you would to get through.
All right, I'm gonna.
And this is why this show is put on, so this way we can try to show how people can, at least the medium levels. I don't know too much the lowers, but the mediums we'll try and help them out with units, or how they can use their units. So let's give my rating as we guys go ahead and get set up for your bases.
Daba.
We agreed to, huh?
I'm gonna head off now.
Okay.
All right, take care, man.
Thanks for coming by, and thanks for doing the 90 for us.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you. Good night.
All right. So yeah, so yeah, go ahead and get set up with the bases that we've prepared. They're in the side chat, and while I give my review. So some of the I'm gonna go over things and then I'll give my rating. So they gave us 3 new heroes, and they gave us 3 free tokens for the heroes, and you just do 1 completion of each track. And I really like that concept because now I'm able to work on another ground unit for a month without actually having to upgrade the new event unit. And I think this is where they should go if they're going to keep, because they're never going to slow down content. And so they should keep giving us stuff that's maxed at level 1. We don't need to upgrade it. This way we can catch up with our other stuff. So I really respect what they did this time. Now they're giving us a chance to, to me, that's them kind of attempting to slow down content. Is, they're giving us crap we ain't got to upgrade. So that was pretty good. Now we got 3 different faction waves, and so I like that as well because not all people have a bunch of units from every single faction. And so this, let's say I've got a lot of Sentinel stuff, but I don't have any Corpus stuff or whatever, then I can just keep doing a Sentinel one over and over and over again. And so now this kind of helps with the medium and low levels because, they might not have 15 Vindicators, so then they might do the Corpus one or whatever. And so that's really good because that's like a new, it's still the same faction stuff, but it's kind of like they're experimenting with things. So I like that they're taking risks. Third of all is they reduced 3 of our waves, as we mentioned before. And yeah, they did reduce the overall XP, but I'm a math nerd, and so I was doing calculations, and the average XP per wave is the highest it's been in like 4 events. The first 4 events ago, it was 29,000 average per wave. Now we're at 32,000 average per wave, so pretty cool. And it's not taking me nearly as long to go through 1 completion as it did in the past, so I really think that they did a good job in those areas. Now, I did get a few disconnects, and I got a couple times on Thursday. I got home at like 9 p.m. my time, or no, like 11. And I went to go, and my Titan just wouldn't listen to me. And yeah, I found out the hard way that the Omega Herald likes the Titan. And so I took some severe damage on that. But, all in all, I learned from it. I didn't die. I learned that, don't send your Titan by itself.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my main problem with the event is that Omega base, and I've actually been getting a lot more disconnects than than prior events. Prior events, I was getting like nothing. And this event, I've been getting way more. Now, I've been hearing both. I've been hearing a lot of people say this event there is way better, but for me personally, I've been hearing this one's been way better, and then this one's been way worse, disconnect wise. But overall, I'm gonna give it an 8.5, only because of the. I like the style, I like the XP payout, I like the difficulty. Yeah, like I said, the one thing I don't like is you don't get the 300,000 XP until you repeat a wave, a faction wave. And so I'm going to give it an 8.5. And so let me do some nerdy calculations. Let me make sure we all have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, Hulk, did you get a chance to play the event at all? 'Cause I know you said you were out for a while.
No, I got onto my tablet. Like, I have a Windows tablet, Surface Windows, and it's shit. Hang on. It's shit playing on it. Like, it likes so much. So I pretty much only got onto my base and what do you call it? I only put an upgrade on. So obviously, hang on, 3 seconds, guys.
Okay, well, while he's muted, how
Fuck
much
off, God,
bull?
you little shit. I was
Alright.
speaking, you little bastard.
Continue.
Shut your noob. Obviously, I'm going to miss this event, but I'm not really missing anything big. It's only heroes. I'll miss the 3 new heroes and the Apollo hero. I'm not really bothered because I'll get back into the game. I'll put all the upgrades back on, and I'll just go over and smash 62 again. They're probably missing me right now. But I won't be back in the game. I'm on my phone at the moment right now. That's how I'm messaging people on both my other Facebook and my Walkman, like the game and Facebook and my personal Facebook. But near the beginning of July, beginning of July, that's when I'll be back, because obviously the main hard drive died, and that had everything of mine on it, but luckily I had a backup and everything on my memory stick, so thank fuck for that. But it completely wiped the Windows software. If I knew where I put my Windows disk, my installation disk, I'd be on the event now, but I've lost it. I think I left it at the old house when I moved. So,
Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
Double check that chat.
I'll be it there.
But so obviously I'm gonna get new hard drive, and what do you call it? I'm gonna get a new Windows disk. New hard drive's on its way. My dad ordered that, but I said I would order the Windows installation disk. It's at the end of the month, like on the 26th, because that's when I get paid. So I order that. When that comes, put everything in, install everything. So private. And everything else like that. And then I've got a script called Godgo.
You're cutting out like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, probably because I'm at the back of the house, but oh well. Shit. Oh well, I'll be back at the beginning of July.
That's good.
Okay. Cool.
Good.
But while we were on the subject of the Herald, how broken is it that it can target Titan drones, but it can't target a floating turret?
Yeah, I hate that.
Like, they gotta fix it. They either gotta make it so that it doesn't target the drones, or it can target floating platforms. It has to be one or the other. It cannot be that it can target the Titan, but it can't target a floating avalanche.
Just look at it this way. Just look at the story. The thing is flying so high that nothing can hit it except for anti-air stuff. So that means it should be flying higher than the floating platforms. Titan. Which means...
Yeah, what is that with the Omega Titan? I've seen videos and pictures and whatever else. Apparently it could target air.
It attacks anything with drones, like your Pandora, your Furies.
Oh, well, that's bollocks.
So it just... Like the first base I done, I got 7 hours repair because of the splash comes up and hits the.
How are the Phantom bases? Sorry, not Phantom bases. The Omega Herald bases. How easy are they? Like, what would you give them?
No, that's where the bug is in the Herald.
Oh, right, I see. So it's not an actual. It's something that the Herald shouldn't be doing or anything. It's just a sort of glitch bug sort of thing.
Yeah. And it's
all right.
As soon as you deploy something with a drone on it, there's about 5 Heralds chasing you.
Yep.
Hopefully next event I'll go half and then the other event. We only do that. So after a while.
Alright, so who's up first? For
Let's
the
ask
basic-
G2G what he thinks of the event so far as soon as he unmutes his mic.
Yeah, G2G, you got a mic? Or are you
Ow.
Let's see.
Should always hit air units. Nah, Animal, I don't think its splash has hit floating platforms.
No, if you see in the picture that Dob posted on the Unshackled page, there was nothing underneath his Titan that Herald could have targeted for the splash to kill. It specifically targeted the drones. Now, if you put your Titan over top of a building and then the Herald can target the building, then of course, yes, the splash will do damage to your Titan. But there was nothing there. And even in the Omega bases, the Herald, or the Omega Herald can't target the buildings that are in that base.
The 50 wave with all the air convoy, I actually wanted to test and see if I could target drones, and my Herald, I put him on fist in there just for craps and giggles, and I was like, wait, why is he moving? Because nothing, it can't target anything, and then all of a sudden I noticed it went straight for the drones, like the drone from the Warhawk, the drone from the Banshees. Now, units that are actually drones themselves, like the Reaper drone, it didn't go after, but it went after supporting drones like Titan drones, Warhawk drones, that kind of thing. Sandstorm drone, it even went after because the Sandstorm was shooting a drone out, and the Herald was going for it, and I was like, okay then. And so yeah, it will hit the drone, like supporting drones. And it doesn't look like D2G has his mic set up yet. How many phalanx do we have? I have 13 currently.
You only got 10.
Paul, I only got
What faction
3.
does hero?
I want at least 10 so I can put 7 of them in my base.
Yeah, I've got 10. Anyway, guys, I'm off. Hope you all have a good event. I'll try and get onto the other live shows when you do them and that, and I'll see you.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good night.
Hunter's asking in YouTube what faction does Fury Hero sit under, and that is Corpus.
Corpus.
Definitely Corpus.
She is a
Yep.
Fury. And
Yep.
Furies are awesome. I don't know if I like that hero or not. I'll have to get her and try her out.
Well,
She sounds like she's got some...
I'm about to find out.
Go ahead.
Because I just bought her. I just finished Corpus faction, and I have her built. I have her workshop, so I'm going to start her. I'm going to mess with her here in a little bit. I just restarted.
Yeah, it sounds like she's got a lot of promise with her reload speed decreases, or I guess she reloads faster.
Yep.
As she takes damage. That has some potential, but at the same time, I don't want a boost like that, which means that I have to take repair.
Right.
And also, how long do I have to take damage before it's at its maximum reload?
Yeah, exactly.
I would prefer it the other way.
There's...
if she was to get a defensive buff whenever it took damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's it? The Vanquisher. He took damage, and initially I didn't like the idea of Vanquisher because I thought, just like you, I said I don't want to have to take damage before the buff comes up, and yet the Vanquisher, we all know how they worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy cow!
So
Well, if your
yeah, they
shields
were
worked.
taking units. So the Furies
Hello, everyone.
might actually be a good thing. I'm always hopeful for stuff until I actually play with it and stuff. Like the Roland dude, his shield. That might be good for
You
a
mean
tanking
Weaver?
unit. Kinda, or what? Yeah. Yeah, Weaver, the infantry dude. They
Yeah.
got too many names to remember now. I used to remember every single tech that every unit had and all that crap, and now, like, I was like, oh, I think it was augmented drills. I was like, what tech does this go on? And I had to sit there and go in the War Commander Wiki because there's so much tech out. But that's another good thing. There's no new tech for the new units, and so I don't have to remember more names or grind Shadow Ops or whatever basis for that matter. So now it gives them an opportunity to give us another chance to grind old tech for Shadow Ops or Invasion or Onslaught.
So,
All
all right,
who's
let's
up?
see what it
Who's
looks
up first on the base?
So, GQG, what did you think of the event so far?
Oh, he's got a mic. Oh, yeah, unmuted.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Welcome to the
Nice
show.
meet you.
So, what did you think of the
Okay.
event? How's it going for you? And how would you rate it 1 to 10?
Okay, I am in sector 43.
All right.
43.
How's your event
Yeah.
going?
I lost in 43 sector. And this is enemy sector. And so I have fun here.
All right. So you be able to do the event?
What?
Oh, you're not really able to do it. I was asking, are you able to do your event and like play around with the new toys or whatever? You there?
Who?
The GTG.
Oh, okay. Because I'm sorry, I'm doing event basis, so I wasn't paying attention.
I'm just doing PvP.
Yeah, we know. You be quit hitting my
Well,
babies.
Wait,
Guys,
here,
I am interested about can I switch my desktop here?
What do you mean by switch your desktop?
Screen share.
Yeah, like this.
If you want to screen share, if you go to the Hangouts tab on the left, it's got a
Green
You
arrow.
have to present them.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Here I am.
All right, so I got about 100. You got 100,000 XP. Main track finished. A lot of raining blood you got there.
Mhm.
All right, so how's your event been so far?
This event is not easy for me.
What's giving you the most trouble?
Sorry, guys, I am not know English very well.
That's okay. And that there, are you going to show a base?
Looks like he's doing it 20.
That it? Just let everybody
Let's
know.
yeah. After this, let's start on those ones that we had there.
Yeah, I can do the
This is-
85 whenever.
All right, So go ahead and prep up, and then I'll share you. Just start screen sharing when you're ready, and then I'll share you.
All right.
Did somebody say they were having trouble with the 35s?
Godscope was messing around earlier.
Well, no, there's been a lot of people that have asked for help in several sectors and on the forums about the 35, because unless you look at the borders, you can't see the spawn buildings.
Yeah.
Take your herald out of there. Take your herald out of there.
Yeah. This base, just hit that front Vindicator and put them on go, and then just get don't use any other units.
Oh dear.
Because this base, that's another thing. I like it that the 20 and the 40 for each faction wave, they give you units to clear the base to kind of test out how they work.
Yeah. Okay, you can present me anytime. Just let me know, and then I'll start.
Yep.
Good job. Good job.
Fire away. Make us proud. So what's in your tune and workshops and all that stuff?
6 Vindicators. They got the reduce sustained damage by 50%, the increased clip size, and the 200 vehicles. I got my Juggernaut that I'm probably not going to use. I got Sunder that I'm probably not going to use, and then him for any floating turrets that I forget.
So if you're able to do this just with Vindicators and the that Sunder, Cyclones and Sunder and all that, then that would be very impressive. Like without using Jug.
Oh, that's what I will try. I will see what I can do and hopefully not take 8 hours damage.
Hey man, do or do not. There is no try. No pressure, but this is for all the medium levels out there. You are the sole purpose that they are looking to. You're the sole guidance, the knowledge of wisdom that they're looking forward to be able to do this event. And without your wisdom and guidance, right now, they will fail their enterprise into doing this event into chaos. Why can't they have a verb before into chaos? Like this show name is charging into chaos. It's just Operation Into Chaos. Like seriously. But yes, see, so no pressure, but you gotta make us proud on here.
I hope I have missiles other than Peacekeepers built. Otherwise, I'm gonna be screwed.
Yeah, you are. I actually used my Jug and Ardra in this one the other day when I did it. And I just tapped each corner, backed up, tapped, let Ardra kill the tanks as they were coming, tapped a corner, and within a couple minutes I was actually done, and I didn't sustain a lot of damage. And I really am still trying to figure out how to use both of those units because I don't use them a whole lot.
Basically, Ardra in the front to soak up everything. As long as there's no railguns, you're pretty good with Ardra soaking up damage. Now this one,
fuck.
I use air in this one. I don't use ground.
Now the first time I did this one, I dropped my Herald in there, and I'm like, let it go. I don't remember how many. I think I maybe had an hour.
Well, yeah,
worth of damage.
I could do that. I could just use Furies to take out these 2 hunters, and then use the Herald. But not everybody has the Herald, so
exactly.
Do that.
No, but if I done 2 maps for the radio towers and then snipe with Dina.
Yeah, I don't have any maps built, so this is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm lagging so bad, and I gotta go do some Thor and end that. And then when I got some thorium, I will redo it.
Okay. Okay. So who's up next while we wait for him to get some thorium?
Yep. You want me to read me 95 now or what?
Yeah, may as well. I'm still repairing. Otherwise, I got about 20 minutes or so, and then then I'll be able to do the 75. But yeah.
That's disappointing.
What?
Well, before we even started the show, I was like, oh, I'm gonna built some maps so I can do this, and I just never did.
The beauties of doing a live show.
There you go. Now, just to do this base here with a couple of Furies and Tina. You want to share me here now, Andrew?
Yep, go ahead, and then I'll present you.
And this is just maybe for some of the, maybe not lower levels, but some of the 40s.
There's a waste of 5 million thorium.
I tried to get a couple level 36s on this panel today, whatever it is that you're watching this. I tried to get a couple level 36s that actually completed this event, and I'm like, what in the world do you have that... I've seen some level 45s complaining that the event was too hard. And so I'm like, what do you level 36s have that the 45s don't have?
So
because I want to, those will be the next...
I want them players out.
Hold on, Anton, are you screen sharing?
Oh no, I will not. Hold on there.
Yeah, like if a level 36 can do this complete event, even including the faction track, I think that'll be the next, like Dragon or one of them. They know how to use their units.
It actually depends which faction tracks, because right now Sentinels seem to be a lot easier because you have the heavy units that you can use, like the Herald and the Juggernaut, Ardra.
Yes,
you can see there. I've dropped a Peacekeeper there. I've dropped it short. The way it takes out the 2 bunkers there.
Hey, Anton, at the bottom, can you hit hide? Right there.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
There
All
we
right,
go.
you're live.
Yeah, I dropped one Peacekeeper there, short. See the way it's very short. But that's just to take the 2 bunkers out. And what I do then is I end attack. And that will clear the last stand defenders. And what I want out of this base here is the 2 radio towers and the 3 Tempests. That's all I want out of this. This will just be done with air.
All right. Okay.
I can't drop any more Peacekeepers for that. Tempest will take it out and there. So I'm going to back a Fury here. Now I could just ruby this here with a Herald if I wanted to. Out that radio tower there.
And it's really good to have the wingmen, because then they soak up a little bit of that damage. Otherwise, that Fury would have been dead. Actually, did. How did that die? It still had a little health on him.
He died.
Does anyone else's Furies always outrun the drones?
Yes. Yes.
If you can time it right, you can actually slingshot the drone up. Stop it, and then the drone will move forward.
I might have to start doing that. Either that or switch the drones, because every time I go to hit a floating hunter, I got the anti-ground drones. So it seems like my drones are just like, oh, I can't shoot that, so I'm going to stay here behind where I'm safe.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you have, like, let's say I have anti-air drones and I'm targeting at something ground, the drones will stay behind and just be like, they won't do anything.
Just be like, oh, no, I don't want to die, so I'm going to stay here and let the Fury die.
Yeah.
And then, because I figured they would still at least go forward, but they wouldn't target. They wouldn't target. Nope. You actually have to have the appropriate drone for. So I have mine mainly all anti-ground, because that's most of the stuff that I hit. But the problem with that is the time I needed to take out a floating platform or something. Oop. Or to protect me from like a sandstorm, sandstorm, or like in that sandstorm base, the 50. They don't do anything for me, and so I have to kind of drag them up. Like I can't move them by targeting. I have to move them by physically moving the unit, moving the Fury itself, and then it'll work.
Someone in the YouTube chat, wow, my dad has a $3,000 PC and he plays this shit.
Wow, that's a.
I have an $800
expensive.
9-year-old Dell laptop, and I play this crap game.
Somebody got their YouTube open.
Hello, guys.
Oh, there, Northman. How you doing?
Hey,
So what's shaking?
I have a question for you. I'm hearing some echo.
Yeah, somebody's
Oh,
not.
shit.
Somebody's not muted on YouTube.
Hold on a second.
I have YouTube open on my phone, so
Yeah, I think it was coming from Northman. I was gonna say, how's your event going, and what did you think of everything, like XP, difficulty, and whatnot, and how would you rate it 1 to 10? As we watch Anton continue to smash the space here, and see if you like.
That's 2 tempers away, and then I just took this out here. That will
And
not
see,
kill. The real gun will still be there.
And see, we're doing this base without Omega units, Euros. We use Dina, but you could use Cyclones for what he used Dina for.
Okay, I'm back. I just had to refresh. Maybe the echo is away now.
Hello, testing. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so how was your event? What did you think of it, difficulty-wise, XP-wise? And how would you rate it 1 to 10?
The event for me is quite easy. That's because I have the Omega Juggernaut and all the good toys. So it's not hard, but it's really, really boring. All that grinding. I have taken 2 runs and I have 1 hero left. And I think I will finish that tomorrow. So if I grade it only like 2 or 3, and that's only because it's so very, very boring.
All right. And would you rate it from 1 to 10?
Yeah, I rated it like 2 or 3, and that's the only reason I rated it solo is because it's all the grind and it's very, very boring.
All right. And so far on the panel, I'm going to go ahead and average our scores.
that is the lowest.
I've been playing War Commander since 2012, I want to say, Operation Rolling Thunder, and that is the lowest thing I've ever seen anybody give an event. So it was an average of 7.5 before we got the 3 in there. Now it's 6.8, so it's 7, which still ain't bad for an event like this.
And especially midway too.
Yep. Because we've only had Tuesday or Thursday don't count, and Friday was our first real day of actually playing around with it. So when we do our show on Wednesday, I'm assuming they're still doing one at 9:30 Eastern, unless Dr. Phil's running it, and it'll be about 7 Eastern. Then they'll have the real polls, but mid-event for 7, that's not really that bad.
Yeah, I can elaborate a bit more on that because it's just too much PvE, and if you're going to do the Omega basis, you got to collect like 80 parts, and I'm really sick and tired of 80 parts for every goddamn thing we're going to accomplish in this game.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm starting to dislike is the getting elite and Omega parts.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't mind it so much if it wasn't 1 part per base. If they gave me like 3 per base or 4 per base, that wouldn't be bad. That's only 20 bases. I can handle that. Because then that's kind of like the Sickle Syndicate days where you hit so many bases and then you get an elite unit, a good unit. But I could potentially have to hit 50, 60, 70 bases for Omega units, and that's just not cool.
It's just awful, and you think of all those Omega units we have now, and you have first the 40 parts for Elite and then 80 parts to get the Omega. It's just too much, and that's top of everything else they're throwing at you in the game.
You want to talk about that kind of BS? I missed 15 months of this game, I was on a fire call and a building collapsed and I ended up breaking my neck, so I couldn't play. When I got back, my Phantom was level 16. The first event, all of a sudden, my Phantom disappeared from my tech center, so I couldn't upgrade it.
Wow.
Then, after I scrap it, those bases come out a month or two ago, and I get the Phantom again through the elite bases and all that crap. It's back down to level 1, and now instead of needing 40 parts for the elite, I needed to get 80 parts for the elite.
Wow.
So I had to get 80 elite parts and 80 Omega parts, and my Phantom still isn't elite because it's only level 16.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, you know, I am also a high level in Battle Pirate. That's have been my main game. But, you know, it's this kick size doing the same. They are making us so tired of the game because we have to grind for every bit. And also this time they have actually got to do the raid in Battle Pirate at the same time in War Commander. So, you know, you just get very, very tired of all that grinding. It's as simple as that, or complicated, or you can do whatever, but it's too much PvE.
Yeah, exactly, Animal. 40 parts, and then you go from 2-day upgrades to 7-day upgrades, and then 80 parts, and then you go from 7-day upgrades to 10-day upgrades.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Like-
I've always said this, as we progress, as our unit gets upgraded, it should cost less time for each upgrade, because in the real world, you're going to become more efficient at doing stuff and yada, yada, yada. And so therefore, to make it, like, let's say we have let's use our U.S. tank, the Abrams. I'm probably butchering this, but let's say we have the Abrams, the M1A1 Abrams, and that's like the first generation. And then we upgrade to the A2, and then we upgrade to the A3. As we keep upgrading its armor and weapon systems and all that, it's going to be done a lot quicker and more efficiently than when we upgraded like the A1 to A2. It'd be a lot quicker doing it from like the 5 to the 6 or whatever we're at now. And that's how I envision War Commander would be like. Obviously not giving them like upgrades, but should start off maybe 7 days and 5 days and 4, 4.5, 3, something like that. Progressively lower, because then you get the big ones out of the way first. The problem with doing it that way is the mediums and lowers, they got a while before they can actually upgrade something. But it gives you that light at the end of the tunnel that, hey, one day this unit will be good and I will be able to achieve. Because that's basically how you keep players in the game. You give the carrot at the end of the stick, and you keep giving him hope and hope and hope. Like, I still have hope that one day I will have a max base in War Commander, so yes.
Me too, Mama. Me too.
Oh, I gave up on that dream a long time ago.
Every time I'm about a year off, they add about a half a year, and I've been upgrading more than they've been adding, so I have a dream that one day I will have a max base in War Commander.
I had a dream.
You know, when we played before, you know, when you went to bed and before you went to work, you load up the game to see if you were hit. You know, it was exciting to see. Did you get hit? Did you manage to defend yourself? And when you got home from work, the first thing you did was to load up the game to see if you actually had been hit, or did you defend, or did you lose? You know, that was, for me, some of the excitement with the games, both War Commander and Battle Pirate. But now that is almost gone, and especially in Battle Pirate, there are so little PvP. It's actually frightening. And that's due because we have all the time PvE. PvE is like 90% of the game now.
Agreed. Yeah, I would give anything if they would just cut the events down a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Every other month would be fantastic. Give us a chance to, play with our new toys. Now, like Dava said earlier, I like the fact that these things are coming out. They're already, level 1. That's max. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. And I think that's fantastic. But give us a chance to play with them before you give us new stuff to play with.
They run out stuff every month. I remember back when I started Battle Pirates, there were 2 events in 1 year. And actually, the 2 first event, you had to be number 1 in the sector. Only number 1 in sector got the prize.
Now that was before I started, because when I started, everybody could play. But I mean, I started in early 2012. My first event was Warhawks.
Okay.
And everybody was excited because they hadn't had an event prior to that for several months. I think the last event that they had was for laser tanks, I believe.
Yeah.
Can you remember the joy and the awe when we got something like Warhawks, and that was that game-changing unit, and everybody was like when I started, it was Operation Rolling Thunder, and so people were like, "Oh, you need to get Warhawks," and I'm like, "What the heck is a Warhawk?" And when I got them, that was a game changer. When I upgraded my Razorbacks, that was a game changer. We got Hellfire tanks, that was a game changer. Hellstorms.
Gats were
Elite Mega Tanks, Hover Tanks, the Vanquishers,
Hellfires. Hellfires and Hellstorms. Hellfire. Man, Hellfires. I loved my Hellfires.
The Condor.
They brought out
There you go, get
Condor was junk.
That's me.
I grinded to get that piece of crap, and I still have it. It's level 1. Never used it.
When that Condor first came out, it was dope for about a week, and then we got EGATs, and it was it. That was the end.
Yeah, I remember everybody.
I remember the event. The EGATs came out. You had to, if you did like, and that at that time they did a number of waves, and then you got a prize or something like. I can't remember exactly how they had it set up, but it's not like they have it now. And if you would grind like 5 extra waves, you were supposed to get something special, and the only thing it gave everybody was paint. It gave the EGATs a different color.
Yeah.
And people were so mad.
There's a damage.
Real quick, thank you, Anton, for coming. An hour and...
Hold on there,
that's
sorry.
Not bad at all. Oh.
Where's it there? There's it there. An hour and 14 minutes.
There we go. That's not bad.
All right, I'm
now
ready.
we got, good. We got Godscope doing the 85.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. The challenge I gave our panel today was to try to do these bases without elite, like Juggernaut or Heroes. They could use missiles, Cyclones, old units like Vindicators, Purifiers, yada, yada, yada. So, have at it. You're up, Godscope.
This is going to suck.
I thought you already practiced with this and you were already like prepared and all that. Like for instance, I would use Purifiers with your Vindicators and
my Purifiers are all dead. They've been dead for 2 months.
Do like Debo and scratch them and get more.
Yeah.
Well, see, you're at 45, so you should be more skillful and be able to impart your wisdom and knowledge upon the youthful.
The key word there is should be. In theory, this base is very easy, but theory and practice are 2 totally different things.
That's true.
Well, if you're gonna,
especially when I'm lagging like crazy because of the hangout.
Yeah. Good luck.
Godspeed.
Godspeed.
All right, let's see if a level 1 EMP will kill this radio tower.
You really built EMPs.
Yep. Well, because, there's going to be some people that say, I don't have maxed Mavs. And no, it doesn't. So I'll just use a Maverick. But there's some people that say, I don't have maxed Mavs. It's cheating. A level 1 Maverick will take these 2 radio towers out.
Yeah. Ideally, you'd want to use PKs, but you got
these.
You got this Tempest there.
Prick Tempests.
You could probably hit them with Cyclones. You get a little damage from the militia dudes and that Sidewinder rolling up on the right. But you probably could actually, like the bottom one, you could hit that with a Tempest. Actually, there you go. EMP the Tempest, and then poof. Then you're just taking bunker damage, which I don't think that's gonna do too much to you.
And the
I was about to
splash,
say,
it'll probably shock all this.
Yeah, exactly. And so then you just come in, snipe, just time it with that Sidewinder being up on the other end. And then, yeah, because, see, skills, you can still do these bases with skill. Yeah, it's not going to be a one-hit base, but if you don't have Omega Juggernaut and Ardra, or like Purifiers and Vindicators, this base is going to be very hard to do one hit. And so you have an hour on all these, at least an hour on all these bases. I don't think I've seen one that was 45 minutes. So
No, the minimum is an hour. This one here was an hour and a half.
Oh, exactly. So
Okay. 2 expert cyclones. Let me make sure that I don't have Ruby on, because that'll suck.
coin it.
That'd be a quick end of the video.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if 2 will take that out.
And you can end attack like proper if you want.
Get back here. Thank you.
I did to this base, so he's Herald and got some repair time.
How's that thing not dead yet?
I have no idea.
The Gold Tempest is rough.
You only have 2 of them?
If I was using Dina right now, it would be dead.
You think? Dina and attack.
Yeah.
EA.
Yeah, my brother.
Okay, so that's 1 Tempest down. Probably not going to get the second one with these 2 Cyclones, but
Just hit and end attack if you're good with that skill. Just don't do it. Don't just maintain it 1 hit. Or is this the point that you tell me that you're no good at the end attack?
well, lag. Like you saw when I hit end attack, so.
Yeah, you hit end attack about a quarter second before she shoots.
And now you with the hangout, you have to do it even faster, I think.
Yeah. That's okay. That's only an hour and 15-minute repair for those 2. They're 45 minutes each, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. And that, yeah, they're like 30 to 45 minutes. Because I remember they were, I think Cyclones were less than an hour, and an hour's like 45 to an hour. Yeah. Actually, at this point, you could then PK the Hunters.
Yeah, I scrapped all my PKs because I'm stupid. I got a plan for those Hunters, though.
Cool. You know, I'm really glad that I actually have the Omega Juggernaut and all the other toys, so I can actually do this space fast. I get damage, I will coin and just move on. And that's, you know, I don't want to spend so much time taking this base apart because there are already so much things you have to do, so you just get sick and tired of it. And I think that's a feeling many War Commander players have now, also in Battle Pirate.
That is, with this base and bases like this, you're either going to spend time or you're going to spend coins.
Yeah, I see now in Battle Pirate you need to have like, say, 300 million points to get all the stuff you need. And that would be like maybe 25 million here in War Commander. And who the fuck wants to grind so much point to get actually the new stuff?
That's why I like the idea with the hero tokens, because that saves us 2.4 million XP that we don't have to grind.
Yeah, exactly. But now in Battle Pirate you have to grind and grind and grind, and you know, people have life. We cannot sit on this game every Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and it's not our complete life. We want to play a game to have fun, and I think the fun is gone a long time ago.
What is this blasphemy? Did you just call this a game? This is a lifestyle, my man. 24/7. We live, breathe War Commander. There's nothing else but War Commander.
You know, I have an ID in Battle Pirate at 1.3 million, and my ID in War Commander is like 500k. So I've been in Kick's system for like 7 years now and whatnot.
a long time.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine actually having a wife and kids and like actual things to do on the weekend, because then I would not be anywhere near where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So, you know, a game is supposed to be a relief, okay, if you get an hour by yourself, if your wife is out with the kids and whatnot, you can play, you can enjoy, and you can have fun. But the fun is gone.
It's a lifestyle now, man.
I think it's important that actually we think over what they are doing and the way, you know, people are quitting. A lot of people are quitting. Legends you saw today, Shadow Killer. And I think that's a disgrace when a player like Shadow Killer gives up, really. He breathes War Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a signal that it's really going the wrong way now.
Now he's breathing, what's that, World of Warships.
Yeah, you know, when you play World of Warship, you go in, you can win, you die, you come back, you ship a seed, you can go straight out again.
Yeah, I tried to play that. I really, and I guess it's more because I just didn't take the time to really mess with it. But
Yeah, and you
I
have
really
a choice.
couldn't get into it.
You can, in a way, grind there. You can get the points. You can evolve your ship. You can get better ship. Or you have the choice, okay, I want to buy a German battleship. 400 coins. Okay, I buy it. And I have fun with it. And when it's dead, it goes back to base and you can click a new game. And you fight. No repair whatsoever.
Yeah, now that part I did like, because I you know, not knowing what I'm doing, I got there and destroy whatever it is I've got. Come right back and it's like, oh, I can go play again. Yay.
Yeah.
Adam on YouTube says, it used to be War Commander used to be a stress reliever, now it's a stressfully depressing chore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I think.
I've been used to the grind and they never going to catch up. I've already accepted. No. I will have a max base one day. I will have it. I believe it's. I have a dream, but you know, my units will never be fully maxed. But you know, I'm still grinding resources. I'm still doing the event. I'm still pulling, you know, my normal XP grip, and yeah. The only, you know, they can throw as much upgrades as they want on me. You know, they could have Omega Herald go to level 70, and I'll still keep mine at level 32.
Shut
whatever.
up.
Or not. No, I'm saying like it don't matter the levels that they do, because you know, I don't care at the back end. I don't care about not having max units. Like I was using mega tanks when people were switching over to Vanquishers. I was micro healing mega tanks. I had a friend that was using challengers when we were all using Vanquishers, and he would do things with challengers that you're like I told him that mega tanks were better than challengers, and he would beat
Laughed
bases
at
and
you.
stuff. Yeah, he would laugh at me. He's sitting here using challengers, and I'm like, what the heck? And you ain't gotta have the best of the best, the cream of the crop. You can still do stuff. You just gotta have to. Like they said at the beginning of the show, you got to know your units. And
you know, the truth is that actually Kickstarter, they managed to develop quite amazing, cool games. Battle Partner, War Commander, no, I have enjoyed it so much. It was really good. But lately, they have really fucked both games up. And Vega Conflict, I'm not sure if that's running anymore or what it is, but they had great games and they fucked them up. That's really the simplest answer.
yeah, I'm still waiting on the air hanger thingy, the PvP hanger.
PvP tube for air?
Yeah, I don't know that they'll ever do that. And in some respects, I kind of hope maybe they don't, unless they take it so we can move stuff around. Because now, if it's damaged, we're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be the sucky thing, is if it's in the hangar and it's damaged, you can't use it.
No, but there's Essex Phoenix. Any relation?
I agree, Hunter Hamish.
I am the only Daba Phoenix or Phoenix-related character that I know of, so any other Phoenix is not affiliated to me whatsoever.
Well, there's an Essex one close by.
Oh, in 49?
No, in the YouTube chat.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, he's he or she, I'm not sure of gender, but yeah, they come on Unshackled a lot. Why did
Where did my Vindicators go? Oh, the attack ended.
Well
They
done.
just disappeared. Like, here's the glitches. I'm sitting here at zero time.
That's so true, Hunter Hamish.
What do you say? It's amazing.
Bro, you have not Herald?
Me? No, I have the Herald. I'm just choosing not to use it.
Yeah, we're trying to show how to do this base, like if you didn't have all the big toys and stuff.
No.
Because yeah, most if not
Tucker
all of
could've
us
used
on the
the-
panels got a lot of the toys, and we could do this way more efficiently. But we're trying. Yeah,
Use
if we,
the jug and it'd be done.
Ardra and Jug, his base would have been done. All the YouTubers got this base up, and I haven't had a chance to look at all of them, but I'm sure they're doing similar things with like Omega, Jug, and Ardra. But that's why I wanted to see if we could do this without them. So far, you actually look like you're doing a pretty good job. See, now, it looks like he's actually just doing the mission, killing buildings. He's not worrying. Doesn't seem like he's worrying about units. He's just killing buildings. Because that's another thing. Pay attention to your objective. If your objective is not to slaughter the whole base, you don't really have to. And Debo's asking if anybody's got the O Herald yet. Has anybody on the panel got it?
No.
Nope.
19 cards.
I think that they said it has Omega Herald fully upgraded was like 39 million health point. Is that correct?
I did see a picture. I can't confirm it because the picture looks sketchy, but yeah, it had about 39 million, level 40. It was on one of the pages, and like I said, it looks sketchy, but because the name was hidden, the date was hidden, and all that. But
Ask Ronnie. Good one.
Well, I don't think Lonnie's even got. I don't know if he's got his Omega yet.
I think I heard yesterday he was like in the 50 some parts, so if he run today, maybe it's done it.
What's your name? Godscoop. They want to know what tech is on them Vindicators.
I'll let you guys. I'll show you.
It was
in about 6 seconds here.
Do you have range or do you have vehicle damage?
Damage to vehicles.
Okay, so he's got vehicle damage, 200%. He's got increased clip size by 1, and then he's got the reduction by
Reload
sustained
speed.
damage.
Or sustained damage, yeah.
Yep. Reduction to reload speed. That is the other tech, I guess.
Yeah.
Since I was a bit late on the show, have you guys talked about new heroes? What is your experience from them?
Since you brought it up, what are your experience with the new heroes? You have not brought it up yet.
I have only used the one with Thunder. Is that his name?
The Vindicator one?
The Vindicator.
Yeah, and that wasn't actually too bad. I liked it. But I don't have any tech for it yet in workshop. Do you guys have
Nobody does. Nope.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the one I tested a bit, so it was not bad. But I think it's not close to, for example, Ardra. Ardra is awesome.
There's a question for you on YouTube.
Lady Warrior, what did you use on the Corpus faction waves?
What did I use? Let me think. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I'm in a 50. Actually, I used my Furies for most of it. I did take some damage. I think, ultimately, I had, when I was finally done, I took about 2 hours worth of damage. And I used my Apollos a little bit, but I don't like those as much as I like the Furies. And
so here.
And now the very last Corpus base, I PK'd the dogs. I just PK'd it. I PK'd the whole base, and I had, I think, one turret left, and I brought in my Furies and snuck it in there and killed it. But yeah, I used my Furies the whole thing.
Wow,
6
I just
Vindicators.
got, my first Valiant or something.
6 Vindicators, 3 of them down to half health, 3 of them barely even damaged.
Nice.
I lost 2 Cyclones, which isn't that big of a deal, and then I used the Dina because I didn't have any more Cyclones. Otherwise, I would have just used that.
Very
And
good
then-
job, Goscope.
Because I'm lazy, I didn't want to retreat my Dina and then deploy my Furies to take out the floating turrets. So I just used Dina's tactic to take out the floating railgun, the Overwatch, and the Flak. But you could just use a Fury to take those out, and you don't take much damage whatsoever. So that's most of it done with Vindicators, and that's, I would guess, maybe 2 hours repair.
We'll send it back to base, and then
My jug's also damaged too, so
we can kind of just.
I think there is like 2 hours left on my jug, so we'll do some
what you
math
do is
here.
pull the jug out and put something in its place just to hold it, and then then you can see the full repair. Like pull something that's healed. There's 2 hours on that base, and that is a high level base. So if a medium level being even able to get up to 85, 90, 100, that's very impressive.
Oh, and while I'm presenting, I'm still presenting, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Okay. For the Mission 21 defense, if people are having trouble with it, I would strongly suggest setting your base up the way that I have mine, and you'll see it in a second. If the game ever loads.
6 weeks later.
Yeah. It's about that.
Everyone who's not screen sharing, check side chat.
Okay. When I first did it with my original event setup, I could not beat 21. And then I changed to this setup, and it works amazing.
Just there we go. Before we continue, why do you have napalm there?
I have reasons.
You thought it was a zombie event.
No, I don't like it when people hit me with liberators behind their jugs, so that takes care of the liberators. That, and that,
Yeah.
and that.
And
I just
that
wanna-
is that.
I just want to say Vindicators with range work well too.
Yeah, I know. I took all my Vindicators out, so for the event, and I took my
Alright, so you're
Phalanxes out too. I usually don't have her in here, but I'll put you there. But yeah,
What were you gonna show us with the thing?
the repair time. Yeah, if it's back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that, but also that you said something about the Herald. You were going to show how to set the base up for the Herald.
Oh yeah, just like this here. Put your CC up top, you put your hunters down low, and then you just space out your railguns or whatever. But you want your CC up here because right here is where the Herald spawns. And my command center was right here when it first spawned. Right where these 3 power plants are is where my command center was. So I just moved it up here, put my howlers like that, and then as soon as it spawns in, all you do is bang.
Your mouse is like frozen on the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay.
What level is your hunter now?
My hunter is level 11. It is 1 day, 1 hour, and 36 minutes away from level 12.
Your
I
hunter,
have
my hunter's 7
And
days
then-
from being maxed. Yeah.
Level 8
Alright,
rail
can you-
launcher because I'm lazy.
Godscope, can you redo that? Because, like with your mouse and all that? Because for some reason it didn't come up on YouTube.
Okay, well, down here is where the Herald spawns. Down right at 6 o'clock, bottom of the base.
Yep.
So, command center, you can put it as far north as you want. I put it here because stuff spawns all over here. So you put it up here, so the Herald has to go all that way. And keeping in mind that with the Patriot in here, and that one, that the Herald is going to go after these first. So my command center is far enough away from my rocket silos to where the splash isn't going to damage it. So while the Herald's going after those, I select my Hades and bring them down over here.
Also, another wee tip. If you use a purifier, the Herald will chase the purifier.
Yep.
Right here.
Hit your H key, so this way the Into Chaos goes away.
Right here. My Ardra.
Made that mistake the first time I did the 21. I wasn't even thinking I put Jericho in there to bait the Herald. No, that doesn't work. Flat.
And in case anybody out there thinks that I did not use the real gold for the expansion, as you can see, that's where the lines are.
Yep.
Crying, saying I'm a cheater. Get enough of that in war zones.
Alright.
Alright, let's see what the repair time on my Vindicators are.
Oh, yeah.
I got half an hour on Dina. I'm happy with that. I got 54 minutes on my 2 Dead Cyclones. I'm happy with that.
Yep.
That's definitely acceptable damage.
Good job.
Definitely.
And we
you got 12
will
ring
do
commanders
that.
up. You have GX, that's fine.
Yeah.
So look, go to your second squad. Or your third squad. Yeah, second squad. Remove that and put something that's actually got full health. Or save it. That works too.
Actually, yeah.
1 hour, 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's
There you
totally acceptable. That's totally acceptable damage, really.
Look at that platoon you have now, 37 coins to repair it, and that's 6 hours and 37 minutes.
That's my hammers and liberators. They got beat up.
That's just insane. 37 coins.
Oh, I know.
You know, they are so fucked up in Kickstarter. I cannot understand that they think that is an okay way to run a game.
Alright. Now, thanks for that.
Not a problem.
I am going to do the... What am I doing? Now I'm doing the 75 base. And hopefully... Can you guys tell me if it screen shares? Am I screen sharing?
My leg disappeared, so I think you are.
I don't see it on the YouTube side yet.
It's a black screen.
Yeah. No, I don't see it.
Alright, I won't... Okay, I guess I won't be able to do a 75 because my Google account for some reason won't screen share. If you guys are seeing a black screen right now. Oh wait, hang on. Let me go like this. Alright, look in the Hangouts and let me know if it shows. Like, you see my face?
I think you are experiencing a flash crash.
Yeah, no, I don't
It's
see
just
it.
showing black?
Yep, it's still black.
Alright. Do we have any volunteers for the 75 base? With Vindicators and Purifiers?
I think Lady wanted to do that.
Now Lady doesn't want to do that.
Which one's that, the cave?
Yeah.
75 cave.
I had it all set up too. Yeah. Joys of
Trying to think of what I even used.
Because you could use Growler and Jericho, or you can use Purifier and Vindicator behind it. But I wanted to like physically.
I used my jug when I did it, I believe.
I wanted to physically show people how to do that, but it's not screen sharing for me. So, and y'all want to become famous on YouTube? Oh,
I'm currently looking for a 75 to look in it right now.
Yeah, it's basically the issues with that is the bighorns, or what is it, billy goat. Oh, that's something I want to point out. In one of the what is it? Building his current busy. In one of the storylines, it says something about
What a stupid name the Billy Goat has.
Billy Goat, yeah. and it says it does too much
I think
damage and it's got too much range. And I'm like, wow, they literally just stole all of our complaints from last event.
But they haven't.
Yeah, I think that's like this. I think it's the second or third attack. Or no, it's the fourth one. It's the one right after the res, because it's the Billy Goat manufacturing plant.
And yeah, that was like the best thing ever. I was like, man, I feel so honored that because first they took Shadow, like they made Shadow an important member. They gave him his Growler unit. I remember there was something else that they put in.
They
the
quoted
chat.
they mentioned Unshackled in one of the.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, wave 27. Sector Shadow was in.
Yeah, they said something about Unshackled. Like, this is an unshackled way to do things or something like that. And I was, yeah.
Yeah, it's
In the storyline this time.
No,
Yeah,
it was 3 events ago. It was in like the descriptions, like when you brought up your overview.
Oh.
For the 27th mission, it was a defense wave, and it was everything has become unshackled. I thought it was
That's
hilarious.
very
So.
Well, this time they were complaining about the, what do you call it? They were complaining about the Billy Goat being a dumb name, which we all said. Then it was the range and the damage.
Stupid range.
Mm-hmm. But
Wow.
zoom out. Let me present you so this way YouTube can see. All right. So what I would do, so go to as far up as you can. Oh, and got it. All right, yeah, there we go. So, and then pull it to the right just a hair. So I want to show like the whole base, including that cave.
Oh, the whole base.
There you go. So, there you go. Perfect. So, at the top left, you deploy Rifleman because there's a Sidewinder that charges right at you. Then you would send a Purifier to the top right to kind of soak up damage from the Bighorn and the other one, while you send your Vindicators behind it to knock out that whole right side, and then do the identical thing for the left side. Just watch the Overwatch, make sure that hits your Purifier and not your Vindicators. You also got to watch the up there by the drone silo at the top. You got to watch that. But all that would be focused on your Purifier or Purifiers, and if you have Ardra, it just makes it so much easier. Do the same for the bottom. Now, the middle, you can send Riflemen, or like once you got the ends, you can, for that middle railgun, you can send Riflemen or Liberators to kind of eat that up. I just watched the Overwatch again, just kind of set a Purifier there. And then the top right and the top left, Vindicators and Purifier will just eat that up. And the Overwatch is in the back and the very bottom. I believe there's one in the bottom as well. Yep. Your Ardra actually does outrange those Overwatches. So that's kind of cool. I found it was kind of weird. But, so yeah, your Vindicators actually might outrange those. If you got 575 with the range tech, they might actually outrange on the left, like at the top, and you won't really have to worry about it.
Yeah, but with the 200 damage versus vehicles, they one-shot it anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Ardra's got less than 475 range, so you could put the vehicle damage and you could still work around.
There's a dude in YouTube chat that needs to be timed out.
I'm on it.
Wow.
All right, didn't count. Anyways,
Thanks for sticking up for us, Kumar. You're number one.
Yeah, thank you. I hadn't.
Here's there.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I'll make you a deal. I will only use the Juggernaut to launch one shot off in this base, and I will only use Purifiers to do the rest of it.
well, could you do Purifiers and Vindicators? Like, pretty much how
My
I
Purifiers
described?
are all dead.
Where would you launch the shot at?
I would launch it right at this wall to take out that railgun.
Okay, fair enough. I bet it. So you're saying you're using purifiers for the rest?
No, Vindicators. I'll just use that same tune that I used for the 85.
Because I mean, you can use anything you want, just not like
See, this is what I used last time.
Heroes.
These and these, but they're both dead, and I can't repair them. So. Send me some and I will. I'm broke. I can't coin. I got more important things to spend money on.
That new baby.
Yeah.
You call it the coin. Yeah, you have to coin because the show needs, and you'll be forever famous in YouTube.
I don't.
As
I
the one
don't
who
gold
helped-
either.
No, you'll be famous. You'll be famous in YouTube as the one who helped out because you were willing to spend real money for the community. It shows how much you care about the community. Is willing to coin live on the show.
Trust me, if I had the gold, I would definitely do it.
Like if this war rig actually turns out to be any decent, I'm gonna coin on these shows. One of them, but I have to hope that it actually turns out to be something good and not just like an inferno.
From level 1 to level 2. I'm gonna do Corpus next.
If it turns out to be like a game changer, like the Herald, it's going to 20.
It's not gonna be a game changer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it probably will. It's probably gonna rip through everything, but
It's a
it's a
suicide
ground version
unit,
of the
so you're
Phantom.
gonna need a lot of gold.
Yeah, it's a giant suicide truck.
That's what I'm thinking it is, and I'm figuring it's gonna have like 450 range or so, roughly. And yeah.
It's gonna have like 10 range.
10 range would be more like it.
Question for you guys. Someone out on YouTube asking, does it seem like they've lowered the Billy Goat range?
No, I don't think so.
There's a good hard no.
No.
I mean,
I think
I've kind of just been tanking the damage, like just with my units. I just kind of absorb it, so I haven't really paid attention. I haven't really range tested it. And yes, Phoenix, it is Lava Phoenix.
What?
Welcome to Unshackled. Shadow is not here with us tonight.
But he's about to be with us in spirit because I'm gonna try
Oh,
my
yes.
hardest not to use that Juggernaut. Because looky what I'm bringing.
What are you bringing? Because I'm in a base. I can't see.
Yes. Yes. Oh no, hold on. You need to tech them out better, my friend.
Nah, I'm not too worried.
No. This is in Shadow's honor. Go back, return them, and tech them out better.
No.
Oh, I know what he's bringing now. Oh.
You think that the
I'm
new,
gonna see if they work.
You think that the Liberator hero is based on Shadow with a shield?
I think that's why he quit the game because his shield on it doesn't work.
That's the only reason I can think of that they would put that Liberator with the shield is because Shadow always had Vanquishers that didn't work.
What's the repair time on that?
I'm gonna play
Liberator hero.
probably like probably like 30 minutes, like the rest of the Liberators. 'Cause I think typically your heroes will have the same repair as their counterparts. At least the newer units. Let's see. Here, I'm gonna defend Kixeye for once. Kixeye. Now this is all speculation, so nothing official. But anyways, Kixeye. They saw that Shadow was so hurt about his Vanquisher shields for years and years. He complained about them, and yet they were like, finally, we can make a unit that has a shield for it. And that's why they made it, because Shadow needed a shield. Because the last shield we had was the Growler shield, which was ages ago. And that was
Okay, guys, I must go to sleep, and thanks for invite me, and good luck, everyone.
Okay, well, thanks for coming on the show, and thank you for all the videos you make for the community, dude. You're awesome.
Good luck. Thanks.
Good luck there now. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Actually, that wasn't a shield. That was an armor.
Yeah, and that's another. Yeah, and it wasn't even like a purple shield either. Like you said, it was armor. So that's my only logical reasoning for the infantry unit having a shield. Although if you look at the Valiant, he's got reduced damage as he takes damage the first 5 seconds, he gets 75% off, or 70, something like that. So it seems they might be going towards this as like a tech style, where you get reduction in your damage as you get reduced damage as something happens. So like as you get hit or whatever. And
the only thing is, if you get hit by a hunter, you're dead. So it's very hard to repair your.
Yep. Well, yeah, Valiant. Someone told me that a Valiant can tank a billy goat shot, and it does. The 95 base. The Valiant actually did take a lot of my level 1. Took a lot of damage from the Valiant. I put the minus. I think it's 20% damage from ground, I want to say. And it did stand up probably about 30 seconds from two bighorns pounding at it. And what's it? Someone's asking on YouTube about like software and whatnot, and Ian goes, "Get a Mac." I'm sure people will like that.
Oh.
Yeah, the repair time on the Vindicator hero should be. Someone's asking, what's the repair time on the Vindicator hero? Like I said, I haven't killed mine off. But if anyone on the panel is willing to kill theirs off, go for it.
Here, I'll go kill the Vindicator hero. I don't have him built yet.
Yeah.
I got him. Here, I'll do it.
I was gonna say I got the Nyx, but I don't have Sunder built yet. I have him. I just haven't built him yet.
Well, see, like Godscope, you could use Liberators at this point to take the railgun shot.
I got it. I got a plan. Don't you worry.
Well, this way you don't have to hit the jug with it.
I'm not going to. This is Sunder.
Yeah. All right, so
He's got nothing for splash damage. It appears.
I was gonna say, how did that? Well, that wall's supposed to absorb splash. I would assume.
Yeah,
if it's
but
like
look at what my Vindicators did to these walls.
Well, yeah.
Like, look.
Well, because this new wall.
See, it only kills one.
This is a new Iridium wall, so you know it absorbs splash. It actually does absorb splash, not like those walls.
See, look. Does that, and now I will take one of these, and I'll target it right here. I'll keep him out of the buff of him, and it'll kill all 3 of those in one shot.
All right, let's see.
See the damage it did to those 2? This one doesn't do anything.
Now send that other Vindicator, against the walls in the middle.
The middle?
No, the walls that you were just shooting at with your. But move that other dude out of the way, so this way you don't get the buff. Like, see those walls that are surrounding that railgun?
Watch how many it kills right here. Killed 3, right? Watch how many this one kills. 1.
Oh, yeah. That's definite.
But I was gonna. I'll just park this here and kill him. Actually, take that out.
Oh.
Alright, he's dead. Shadow, this is for you.
Nice. Just target the railgun, yeah. There you go.
Damn it.
Couldn't get it.
Awesome shield.
The shields didn't work, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I told you need to tech him out better, so this way we can actually have like a glorious ending to his homage, whatever. How do y'all say?
Come on, stop moving.
I love when they don't pay attention.
So Sonam asks, any news on why Sunder has no workshop and Nyx does? There is a bug right now. They claim that's going to be done, I believe, Wednesday, we said it was, with the update. And so, yeah, right now you can't put anything on Sunder. You can only put it on Nyx and the Liberator hero, whose name is beginning with a W,
Weaver.
that I can't remember. Weaver, there we go. I
yeah.
knew that. I knew that, yes.
He's my last.
So Weaver and Nyx both have, from what I've been told, workshops in the workshop, but Sunder does not.
Yeah, I was able to workshop my Nyx earlier when I built her.
Ian, that is awesome. In YouTube, he goes, LMAO, give them Vanquishers back to Shadow. Those shields were broken.
Yeah, only one of them worked.
Oh, you got so now you can pretty much Vindicator the whole base.
This thing here is going to be a little annoying, but
Yeah. Well, this is where Purifiers to soak up damage would come in handy for anyone watching.
Oh, I ran out of time.
Yeah, like pretty much what he's doing now, aside from the Vanquisher shields, is what I would have done. I would have just put a Purifier in front, but yeah, this is how you do this base if you have Vindicators. Because I always hear people saying, I don't have Omega this, I don't have Omega that. But you don't hear them saying, oh, I don't have Purifiers, I don't have Vindicators, I don't have this, that, and the other.
I don't even have Omega Juggernaut. Mine's on the Elite. It's like level 24.
My Juggernaut's regular and it's only 17, and I mean, it's taking damage, but I'm using it. You just got to learn how to use your units, and that's one thing I have to say I kind of like about the events, because it gives me a chance, especially the way it's set up now. It gives me a chance to use units that I don't typically use and kind of get an idea of how they work.
Yeah, that's exactly what Red Steel said. I think it was either last event or the event before that he gets to use units that he'd never used before.
Mm-hmm.
Like Vanquishers, I did not think them Vanquishers would make it to that railgun, but it did. And what do you call it?
Shadow.
Yeah. Like and if you don't have what's it? Detonators? Not. Wow. Having a brain fart. Too many units running through my mind right now. If you don't have Purifiers, you could use Phalanx or something else. And what in the world are you doing with those? Or is that just lag?
Yeah, it's just lag.
It said that you took them all the way over by the Overwatch. I was like, what in the world is he doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, at this point, the Ardra will, or even a Purifier at its max, will outrange that Overwatch. Or Jericho, if you have him, and even without the range tech, you can dodge to the bullets there.
Vindicators outrange him, so I'm chilling.
Oh yeah. That thing must only have like 300-400 range, because I hit my Ardra against it expecting to take damage, and I was like, okay. And I was kind of skeptical, so I went against that one at about the same angle you are right now, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, they're only level 2, I think. Whereas that railgun was level 7.
Yeah, and so it's a couple difference.
Boom! And it took significantly more damage that time.
So there's so Phoenix and iPhoenix is asking in YouTube. Well, first off, yeah, Ian says, I agree, faction forces you to use stuff instead of relying on the same units over and over again. But, or just a ton of PKs. But, yeah, iPhoenix, we are all a bunch of different sectors, a bunch of different clans, some allied, some not allied.
A bunch of different levels.
Yeah, all kind of levels. Nothing special about us. Kixeye doesn't pay us anything. We all just willingly get this. We freely advertise for Kixeye and promote their game. I think they'd throw us a bone sometime, you know? We did
Yeah,
it
like
year
how
in,
about an
year
event
out.
that works?
Yeah, that'll be my payment. It's just one event where I don't DC or just
Yeah,
But,
Prem. I went into that knowing my vanquishers were gonna die. I just didn't care.
Okay, so a question from Killer General. He says, "Meh, I haven't even started the event. Is anything good to get? So, what do you guys think on the panel? Is there anything good to get in this
Sunder.
event?"
Get Sunder. Get if you use Furies, get Nyx. Get as many phalanxes as you can. Other than that, not really.
And
Do it to get the Omega Herald drop.
Herald
Hey.
bombs. If you have Herald,
There we
you
go.
want to get the Herald
Yeah,
bombs.
get the Herald bombs.
I was about to
They're-
say you can't knock them Herald bombs. Those things are just awesome.
They're a game changer.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
Okay,
I may actually
mean-
buy those now. I have way enough XP to do that. I might buy those now.
I mean, they're not overpowered or anything. Kixeye doesn't need to change it. They're perfect.
Godscope, do you know how to open? If I send you a picture, can you open it up in Paint and then screen share it? 'Cause I want to show the splash of the Herald bomb, but I don't want you to have to like open up YouTube and share names and all that.
Yeah, I can snip it.
Do you
Just
have
like
it,
put it in Paint or
Godscope?
something.
Have you bought the bombs yet, Godscope?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I'll do it.
I mean,
I
I could find a.
There's a one base where it's got an oval of turrets, and I hit dead center hit dead center, and then it took out a good chunk of it. All right.
And that's the max.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna find my
Ooh.
Herald and where's my.
Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah, so I'll take you off of present, Godscope, and then if you want to open that, I sent you a PM, and then open that, and then
I'm just gonna check.
or just even open the you're gonna check what?
I'm just gonna check the repair time on Sunder first, and then I'll.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, you're back on present.
Have you, Godscope? Have you upgraded your bombs yet, or?
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got them.
Yeah. The only coin I've spent, I coined it till it was thorium, and then used thorium to level it up. I like it when they do that. That 6 levels of timed BS is stupid.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not gonna coin the bombs. I don't think.
So.
Wait, did you just seriously say coining the bombs?
I might.
Yeah.
Dude, the thorium and res is not even that bad at all.
No, the first
it's-
one's timed though. The first one's like
Mine wasn't.
2
mine was
days or something.
like
No, the first
Yeah,
one
mine-
was thorium.
Yeah, it's 50,000 each in res and 8 million in Thor. It's 5-second upgrade.
Yeah, mine was
wow,
all,
I'm sending a ticket to Kixeye then, because mine was 2 days.
my
no.
my thorium bomb. I upgraded it. I stopped a war paint that I only had 12 days left on a 3-day build, upgrade whatever, and I stopped it just so I could get the bombs.
Yeah, I just don't have the res to upgrade mine. I'm out of
Thunder.
res again.
Thunder is a 45-minute repair time.
That's
Open
not
that-
bad.
Go into that tune.
Just
Like,
Thunder
open
by
up-
himself.
Yeah, I wanna, or like get rid of that repair icon. Yeah, just like open it up this way they can see on YouTube because there's always doubters. There you go. Thunder.
See, it's just
I love
Thunder.
that buzz cut. I love that buzz cut they gave him.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
And then minus the 2 hours from my jug, I took 4 hours 9 minutes damage on.
I mean, that's not horrible.
Yeah,
Let's face it, a medium level, 4 hours. Because they're not gonna be able to repetitively grind for acceptable damage. I almost said the F word. Acceptable damage. They're not gonna be able to grind it like that.
Yeah.
So
Well-
yeah, they're gonna take damage, but they're gonna hey, if you can get through once and get Ardra, she can help you so much more the next time through.
That's what I've told a few people that don't have any heroes. I said, if you don't have any heroes, get Ardra first and then go from there. Because I love mine. I mean, I'm still figuring out how to use her and everything because I'm a noob and I'm the first one to admit that. But I really like her.
All right, now can you go check
Max
that
level.
Oh.
What's the max level for the base, or what's the max repair for the base Juggernaut at max level? So the base Juggernaut's level 20, and I think it's 16 or 18 hours?
Yeah, about that, because I had Ardra and Jug in a tomb yesterday that was completely dead, and I was at 20 hours repair.
Okay, so yeah, it's,
it's
19 hours.
Yeah, and my Jug is 17.
See, and one thing I like with these increased repair times, and I know everybody's probably gonna you guys already have a witch hunt for me, but I like that these big units have more than an hour or two, because now people actually have to use them skillfully, and you can't just Ruby your Juggernaut, wait an hour, Ruby it again. Same like with the Herald. When the Herald was an hour, people would Ruby it into a base, kill a bunch of bases, wait an hour, Ruby it again, and Ruby it again, and it just makes it really makes base defending useless at that point. So it kind of gives a deterrent.
Did you take me off present?
Yeah, I should probably do that. Give me a second. Okay, how about it? So yeah, I guess I'll present myself. There we go. People actually have to use your unit skillfully. Now I had a great idea, but no new spammers would abuse this. But you kill your tune, it repairs while it's going off to while it's returning to your base. So then once it returns to your base, it instant repairs, and then you can resend it out again. That would increase PvP, but then you'd have no skill spammers just spamming the heck out of that.
Yep.
And I would have so much fun with it, because I would, in events, I would have triple my XP if I could do that. But yeah, people don't want to use skill much anymore. They want to whine and cry. And today we've shown a few bases where you can use low level units. Now I want to apologize. I had somebody for the 100 base, and he was going to do Purifiers, Vindicators, and Elite Riflemen, and I was really excited to see him. However, time zones, this show was on 2 a.m. for his time, so he wasn't able to come on. However, he said he was going to make a video in about 10 hours, and so it's iRam's channel, and he will have one up, and he said about 10 hours or so, and when I find it, I'll post it to the Unshackled page. But he says he's going to do it with Riflemen, level 1 Purifiers, and some Vindicators that I don't know the level of. And so I'm definitely interested in seeing that. I'd seen somebody using the Scorp Op and Riflemen at the top for the railguns, and then doing it in the middle as well for the... So I was like, there's plenty of ways to do it. I mean, I don't... As far as doing it without Jug or anything like that, yeah, we don't... I wasn't able to get somebody for that one, but we showed you a few other bases here. Godscope, is that what I see? That you ready?
Yeah, I'm not quite ready yet.
Okay. Well, just leave it up on paint and just leave the full thing up there, kind of, sort of, and then I'll present you.
Man, that's like the Splash of the Juggernaut.
So that's Elite, so we'll go red.
Yeah, I need to definitely get those upgraded, because I did mine just I added it to my Herald just at level 1, and I really didn't notice any difference with the bombs at all. But they will be upgraded here after I finish this next base, so that I can have time to go get res.
Okay, it's ready.
Alright, so yeah. Let me present you. Okay. Yeah, so if you look at the center of his little circle there, and he actually kind of made a pretty good circle. I targeted the CC, which it was about where that little green dot is. And notice at the bottom right of his circle at about 5 o'clock, there's a building that went down there as well. As well
The
as
rocket silo.
Yep. As well as a bunch of other buildings within that circle. And so that is definitely a tech that I like, because when you like, this base obviously is clumped up and it's just screaming for a herald to drop it. But what do you call it? Yeah, the splash is just really, really good with that tech. And I would suggest if you have a herald to get it, especially if you do PvP. Now I have a question for you. What's that black circle on the right?
The red circle is the splash on the Elite Herald, which is what you have. The black circle is the splash of the regular Herald, which is what I have. And what I did when I did this base is I targeted this bunker right here, and it killed everything in this circle. Up to this mortar right here. It killed all of this, all that, and it left these walls here untouched. But it killed all this stuff, and that's with the level 20 regular Herald. So as you can see by the size of the circles, the Elite Herald is obviously got way more splash damage. But even then,
well, I've got an Elite Herald, which I think the Elite one does more splash just by itself. But then you also got the 20%. So between the two of them, that circle's just, it's not horrendously bigger, but it's definitely bigger.
It's definitely substantial, and without the tech on it, the splash, if I targeted this bunker, would only kill maybe half of this. Like, these 3 turrets here wouldn't get touched, but these nightmares probably wouldn't get touched. This one wouldn't get touched. That wouldn't die. That wouldn't die. Like, the splash itself would be contained to mainly just this corner right here. So it does help, and it is awesome. I love it.
Nice, good stuff.
Right.
So,
take me off present.
Yeah.
I'm done for the night.
I think we're gonna. Hang on, I need to stop presenting you. There we go. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this show up. We can go on just under 2 hours. This is strange because when I run the shows, it starts off like 20 people, and then after like an hour and a half, it goes to like 40, like what we're at right now, 39. But then all the other shows, they start at like 60, and then they go down to like 50. That's weird. But
it's the time thing, Daba, because when we do them on Wednesdays, it's 9:30 Eastern, and that's like really, that's like in the wee hours of the morning for overseas. So we lose a lot.
I'm screen sharing.
It's like right now in the in like UK, it's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's 11. It's about 11 o'clock in the PM.
I'm in Ireland.
There we go.
11 o'clock on the dot.
Yep.
I want to thank you guys all for coming. Let's throw some shout outs real quick, and then let's go ahead and shut her down. So, TJ, you got any shout outs?
I'd like to give a shout out to all Lady Warriors, Lil Alts. Thank you for the infamy.
I'm taking that infamy back, you brat.
Okay. All right, Northman, any shout outs?
All right, good talk.
You there? Okay, Lady Warrior, any shout outs?
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody that came out and watched us today and will watch us later on today. Shout out to my peeps in 164. I love y'all.
So 164 is where we're having our next rave run, huh?
That's where I'm at.
That's what I heard, right?
I'm kicking your butt. Yeah, 164. But come on, we like to fight. We don't care. We love to fight. If you're going to have a rave, tell me you're coming.
What's your
and I'll tell the
affiliation
guys that a rave's happening, and we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah, I got a question for you for the after panel, but Godscope.
Yeah, they're not affiliated with any major group. They're basically a group of people solo.
Cool.
That's good then.
So we could make something happen.
There's not much of that left in the game.
Nah.
We are a very rare sector. We are allied to ourselves. We hate everybody. Not really. We don't really hate anybody, but
Yeah,
if
that's what
you
I like
land,
to hear.
if you land with an unknown tag, you will get hit. If we find out you're a friend, then sorry, we'll fix it. But if you're
They'll
an
hit you
enemy,
again.
oh yeah, if you're an enemy, we'll hit you again and again until you leave. We don't care. But we like to fight. So if you want to do a rave, let me know. I'll tell the guys to be, that way the guys can be on and have fun. Instead of just coming on and maybe, not catching everybody, the main fighters in there.
Well, see, when you attack an enemy, do you announce your presence and say, when is it good for you to, if it pleases you?
Oh no, that's true. That's true, Dava. But this is a rave, and this is for fun, and just to have a good time. And I'd like for the guys, in the sector, our hitters, to be on to have some fun with it.
Ideally, it would be one of the show times that we normally do it. So, like probably Saturday at 2 or 3, Eastern.
If you see Lonnie
or
in
Friday
your sector early
at
afternoon, chances are it's not going to end well.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, you know what? We'll have fun with Lonnie the best we can.
Oh yeah, so there we go. Some potential scheduled plans for some future dates. See if we could actually get a good panel of Unshackled crew to then come with us. Because like Lonnie's like 10 people, but we need like 30 individual people more. Then yeah, we could set up something like that.
Well,
And I'll do and you know what? And I'll do the panel for the rave while we're on it and while we're fighting back for sure.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'll make a point of, if you can let me know, I'll make a point of having that Saturday carved out, because I'm usually not on at all on the weekends because I have family and life and stuff. But for that, I would definitely make a point of being on, and I think we'd have a lot of fun.
Yeah, but then you have to.
What is this life you speak of? And that's something that Shadow's actually been trying to do, is like get, because Unshackled is Unshackled. We allow all clans, all alliances, all whatever tags on the panel as long as you got a mic. And so, yeah, you could be on the panel fighting us, and hey, makes it fun. As long as you keep it clean and all that. No families and religion and all that crap.
No. That does not go on in our.
That was just a PSA to hopeful people that want to join. But all right, let's finish up our shout-outs real quick. Anton, you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, just thank you for the invite, everybody there and not there. Thanks to everybody on YouTube there and on the panel and that there. It's my Sector 49. And also a big shout-out for Shadow there, and hope to get you back soon. And if Skipjack is listening there, a quick hello to her there, and hope everything's okay.
All right. Yes, Shadow Killer will be missed. I was sad to see him go. A lot of great people been leaving today, and he definitely will be missed. But he will still be doing shows. He will. He might still be hosting them. To my knowledge, he said he will host them as long as there's people on the panel that can run. So that's where you and the community come in handy. So if you got a mic, you can come on the panel. And you can talk about the same stuff that we've been talking about for the past 2 hours. And we can let this, just because, yes, Shadow Killer's gone. And yes, he will be missed.
Yes, very much so.
But, we can't let Unshackled die.
No.
We have to let, we can't let Kixeye win.
No.
We the community have to stand together now more than ever, and keep Unshackled alive, because we can't let it die.
No, we'll find a way to keep it alive.
And we, to the best of my knowledge, and I say this because
what happened there?
Dava cut out.
Yeah, he did.
Cadis is. Hey, Cadis, you got any shout out real quick before I do mine?
I just got back, so I don't know what the hell's happening.
We're doing shout outs because we're about to end the show.
Shout out to Kickside support. Woo!
Any particular reason?
350 gold.
Woo! Nice.
Cadus, my good friend, my dear War Commander friend.
No, Daba. He's not going to give you any Daba gold. Forget it.
Whoa! I'm just trying to become better friends with the man. Man.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to get gold out of him.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Would I do anything that conniving?
Yes.
You guys know me too well.
Yeah, we love you, Daba.
All right.
So
Before I do my shout out, I want to address something that iPhoenix said in the YouTube chat. He asked, "Have we ever considered joining a team, all of us together?" And in a sense, we may be in different alliances, we may be in different teams, we may be friends, we may be enemies, we might fight each other, fight with each other, but we're all the War Commander community. We're all together. It's everybody against Kixeye. So it doesn't matter 3 weeks out of the month if we're fighting on world map, we're smashing each other's bases or whatever. For 1 week a month, we all band together and we fight against Kixeye, and it's all like these shows that we do, community. It's for the players that might be struggling on certain bases. It's showing how we do it. There's 6 different people on here. We all do our events differently. And there's people out there, there's guys from AAF that make videos, from KT, from IAA, from TP, and they don't do it for their team. They make the videos for everybody to watch and for everybody to learn from. So as for us joining a team together, we're all every player in the game is technically on a team together because we're all a part of the War Commander community. And on that note, I will shout out to Sector 12. I know none of you losers except for KS are probably watching this.
They're all new.
Shout out to Kixeye for having a relatively decent event so far. Fixed the damn bugs before I snap. And yeah, good luck to everybody else at the tail end of the event.
XP glitch.
I'm just gonna say one word. If you guys know this movie reference, you will be my best friend. Goose Fraba.
That is from Anger Management.
Yes. Cadus, your epic picture is up on YouTube. We have swag.
Swag.
If you guys go to YouTube, Cadus's picture is swag.
Come back. We need you.
Oh yeah, and shout out to the Queen of War Commander, Miss Skipjack. We miss you. Come back soon.
But we miss swag more.
It's swag, Skip, and Shadow. The three S's. But so yeah, let me finish up my shout out, and then we will say arrivederci.
Hey KS,
so shout out to KS come here.
Yeah, he told me to fuck off in YouTube chat. Someone should time him out.
He said,
right, so
no, don't do it.
Just fuck you. I just got here.
Shout out to Kickside for making Godscope said, it's pretty decent event. I really like what you're trying to do with giving us free. Yeah, something we didn't bring up this whole 2 hours. They're giving us free units as we do the waves. I really love that. They give us free units as well as some free tech for our units, and they give us the heroes. They're pretty much giving us a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's not much new content in the event store, but I love that there's not new content.
For fuck's sake.
Not upgrade, I mean, huh?
Take away the highway zealot for fuck's sake. It's getting annoying.
Yeah, well, see, they're gonna have to, if they get rid of highway zealots, and there's gonna be a new armor that our stuff ain't gonna do nothing against.
I would rather have fucking new armor than this highway zealot.
It's gonna be thorium. Hit my jug. Thorium infused armor that they're gonna. Let me stop there. Give them ideas. Shout out to everyone who still comes out to Unshackled, all 39 of you. And so there is a lady here actually. Babylon.
Yeah,
But,
and she goes by the name of KS Man of Dipshit.
And so, finally, I want to end with this. Just keep playing the event, guys. You have clans, you have community for a reason. Like Godscope was saying, we are all one big community. We are all one big alliance. It's called the Unshackled Alliance. And
One of us. One of us.
And so, as one big alliance, keep coming out. I started to say this earlier. The next show is supposed to be Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern, 7 o'clock if Phil's running it. It'll be about 9:30 if I have to run it or Shadow has to run it. It'll be about 9:30 Eastern. That being said, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching War Commander Unshackled. Fail. Rewind. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching War Commander Unshackled, charging into chaos.
Fuck
Good
you,
night,
Commanders.
Commanders.